We're getting somewhere.
You just gotta get amongst it.
28 cents.
Woohoo!
Bernie Sanders over here.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Diamond in a goat's butt. Y'all are cooking.
Hopefully it fits.
That's very unfortunate. Y'all ready? We lost it.
You want to check my rear end for me?
Oh wow. Ain't nothing.
What in the world?
Try being my size, Amy. It's pretty big.
There's your best friend.
So good on there.
Pinch poke, yo, me coke.
Something on fire on the other.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Just a bit outside. I can't feel my toes. Definitely eat that snow. Darn introverted goats. I tried. Never second guess a power cat, folks. Transmission shooting its guns, it won't drive anymore. Well, guys, if you've watched the channel for a while, you may have thought we sold this thing. We haven't sold this truck. We really haven't sold anything, just being honest. It's been a little over 2 years since we worked on this truck. I've been accumulating parts over that time for it, and I finally pulled the trigger and got the envelope out and bought a set of casings and hoops for it. Yeah, they're massive. I think these are like 27 or 28 inches tall. Those are 35s. Okay?
Yeah.
Big boys.
I'm super excited to get those on. Before we get those on, we've got to fix the brake system on this thing, and we've also got transmission issues. If you remember, it only has reverse. And yesterday when we started up in the field and tried to pull it up here, we don't even have reverse anymore. So we gotta get the transmission out of it so we can rebuild it. We also have hubs for it because if you remember, the four-wheel drive didn't work. But this may be the roughest 55,000 mile one owner truck you've ever seen. Best we can tell, it was probably just used on the farm. And apparently they just drove through the manure and spread the salt out with it, I guess, because it is ultra rusty. But I've been doing some research and the panels are not expensive at all. So I'm seriously thinking about fixing this truck up and putting like new body panels and stuff. The floors are actually good. They're solid. All except for like right at the edge where the rocker is, the floors are good. I want to make a four-wheel drive rig out of this thing where we can take it off-roading. I've always wanted one of those. We've had like some Suzuki Samurais and trackers and stuff, little stuff, but never anything like with some big meats on it. I've always wanted to build something like that, and I think we're finally going to do it now.
Yeah.
It actually has a pretty good front end on it. I mean, obviously, the hood's probably in the worst state of anything on this thing. I just really can't believe this Power Cat let us down on the way up here. I've never had a Power Cat let me down before. This is the Sierra Grande edition. Very nice. I think she sings songs or something like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh.
We got a bunch of brake parts here. We got a new master cylinder. We got calipers and brake shoes. Hopefully everything we're gonna need to get the brakes working, because it's kind of hard to drive something when it has no brakes. So let's get right into it, guys. Thanks for coming back. Guys, this Christmas, I bought the best gift I've ever gotten for my grandmother. I signed her up with a factor meal service, so she's now getting food delivered straight to her door, ready to heat and eat in only 2 minutes. And I'll tell you what, my grandpa couldn't be happier. I know from YouTube that most of you guys are in your 50s and 60s, and maybe you're empty nest now, and you know, it's hard to make big meals when there's only 2 of you. Or maybe you've got a parent or grandparent you're trying to take care of, and Factor might be a great option for you. It takes the stress out of meal planning and cooking and washing dishes. You can have a chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meal delivered straight to your door every Tuesday. They have over 35 weekly meal options and over 60 add-ons like breakfast, juices, smoothies, and more. All it takes is 2 minutes in the microwave and you've got a restaurant quality meal right at your home, and you don't have to drive to town and burn up the fuel and pay for an overpriced meal or an overpriced meal delivery service. I know for me personally, the time saving part of it is a huge thing. When we're down in the shop working, we really don't have time to come up here and spend an hour making a meal. 2 minutes works out a lot better for my schedule. It really allows us to get more work done on the cars instead of spending all our time in the kitchen. They have meal plans like Calorie Smart, Keto, Vegan Plus Veggie, and my favorite, Protein Plus. They even have premium ingredients like filet mignon and shrimp. And I don't know if you went to a restaurant lately and bought some of those, but they're super expensive in a restaurant. And your order size is completely flexible. You can choose between 4 and 18 meals a week, or you can pause it if you're going to be out of town or something, or you can cancel at any time. It's no big deal. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50SleeperDude to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50SleeperDude at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Big thank you to Factor for helping us out and sponsoring this video. If you do what I did, Granny might knit you something special for next Christmas. Let's get these old hoops off here. I can't wait to see what it looks like for the new ones. It should totally change how this thing looks. And roll. I was missing some studs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look how lumpy that thing is. Gosh, those are heavy. Oh. It really only has tread in the middle.
Which makes no sense.
Like it's been running with way too low air pressure on the road or something for a long time. I bet it rode like junk on those. Man, old power cat.
Yeah, we're missing you.
That was rolling, wasn't it? Oh, it's stuck. Yeah, we're gonna figure out our hub situation as well. I tried to oil everything down yesterday, let it soak a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
When we did our last video on this car, he was a baby playing in it. He knows a cat when he sees it. Look, cat. He's literally smelling the word cat.
That's crazy. That's so stuck.
Hey, what? Yeah. We want to take it off, not tighten it, okay?
I'm taking it off. What are you talking about?
Push your button. You got it?
Yeah.
She got the gravel.
Yeah, she does.
Look how low the center section is. This is a low profile jack. By the end of this video, you definitely be fixing that. But it's still flat.
Oh, let me get like a pipe to put over it.
That's a good idea.
Well, we got a stud spinning here. So that's unfortunate. I wonder if we put some pressure out on this. Oh, it's moving it off. It's not gonna come off there. This one's got all kinds of tread.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to cut that stud. Get your extension on there, huh?
Yeah. That's great.
Seen better days, huh?
She really has. There you go. Give it to it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Don't flex out on me.
You're getting it, bro. I'm going through parts trying to make sure which corners everything go to and make sure we have everything we need. You tell those drums are like sunk in there.
Yeah.
Usually they're not that way. Hopefully they'll come off here because this thing did actually roll. You see all the mud and dirt doggers nests and stuff? That's what rusts the frame out. This thing has a completely solid frame from everything I've seen. So that's why I feel like it's worth fixing. Parts are cheap, the frame's good. Let me get the puller.
That's cool. It's got the threads up here. Come on. It's unscrewed. Come on.
This tool right here will save you days of work on pulling drums. A huge time saver. Definitely worth the money if you do a lot of this stuff. I don't want to bust that drum. I don't have one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good reason to hammer it, huh? Wow. Okay. See what I mean? That scare you, Marge? Has one ever not scared you? I can't think of a time that it didn't scare you.
That's a big drum.
Yeah, it is. Well, it came off pretty clean. Don't want to breathe that junk. Looks like our shoes are pretty much wore out. Good thing I bought new ones. I bought these brake parts a few months back, but I think the shoes and pads are super cheap because, you know, it's a Chevrolet. Yeah, that's all the way down to the rivets and spots. So good thing we got that. I got a brake hardware kit too. I would definitely recommend these if you're starting with something in terrible shape. That has everything you need to put your brakes back together. A lot of times these springs and stuff will break on you. There you go. We may have to sand those down, Ralph.
Ah, rock.
It had good shoes on it. She thick.
Yeah.
Did it again.
Ooh. Feels a lot better now, huh?
Yeah.
So inside here is 2 sets of splines. And as you can see, this is spinning free, but if you look on the back side, actual U-joint's not spinning at all. It's in 2-wheel drive right now. So how this works is, these set of splines go to your axle with your universal joint and your axle shaft that goes in the rear end, right? The second set of splines here is what engages this and makes it drive. So if these set of splines don't engage with these, you have no 4-wheel drive, which is what we've had. I have no idea why someone would have done that. Took the guts out or took the hubs off and put these caps on. I don't know why anybody would have modified this to not be 4-wheel drive anymore, but
I bet we'll find out.
yeah. And the transfer case is full-time 4-wheel drive, so it just has like 4 high and 4 low. So I bought a set of hubs that are supposed to fit. We'll see.
There we go. They're swelled up. So there ain't much to it.
Whoa, sorry.
I hate when that thing starts up.
It's just oxygen.
Every time.
See how it's starting to be a little bit sooty? You hear that fluttering sound? Then you turn the oxygen on. Pull it back to where this is just like maybe an inch out of time. At least that's how my grandpa thought it. Right, I'm gonna try to cut this nut off here. So you gotta wait until it glows orange, like molten looking, and then you can hit the oxygen and blow through it. If you hit it before that, don't do nothing. Yeah.
I'm actually way quicker than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah, it works really good. And if you're good with it, you won't mess up anything around it. Yeah, we'll just have to put a new stud in there. I don't have a new rear stud, but we can get one.
Or we can run her on 5.
Come on. Hey, there's a bunch of 4-lug cars up here.
That's right.
In case y'all didn't believe me on the frame, look at this. Completely solid. It really surprised me that it has good floors and good rails. He's gonna punch our old stud out of here. There you go.
It's gone forever.
This is the sound you want your drums to make.
Oh my.
Same results, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
That's all she can.
No, it's not being nice this morning. Hey, you're supposed to be sweet.
Oh, Ellie gonna get it too.
That's you?
Hey,
Buddy. Ow.
I can barely tell he's there.
Yeah, he kind of blends in. All I've ever been in high school. I don't know why.
He acts completely different in the shop versus in the house.
Nice. Yeah, he does.
Hey! That's terrible. That's the worst one.
It is. It was like predictable. I did the exact same thing the other side did.
Oh.
We probably need to sand right there and on the axle lip so it's not rusty. That rust is just holding it in place.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Look at the brake cheese. There's our stub we just cut out. This one's in a little rougher shape. The other one is really nice, shiny metal. See, we got a spring loose here that's broke. And usually these self-adjusters are in really bad shape, little screws. There's a right side and left side of those. You don't want to get them mixed up.
You're about to get it.
I know. You don't know what you get with a cat sometimes. Oh, I'm in there. Spray in there. It's really rusty in there. Here's our new hubs. You turn this guy. Man, I remember doing that on the farm.
Oh, yeah.
We get stuck in the farm to get out and lock the hubs in. So is it the right splines and stuff? Hey, look at that, Orange. Looks like it fits.
Wow.
That's how they work. I like the locking hubs. I don't like how newer vehicles have automatic hubs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull this back out. It looks like we're good to go there, I believe. They're less than $100. They weren't too bad.
We're getting somewhere. I wish I had a ratchet. It would make this so much quicker. But that's the only one we don't have.
Guys, anytime you start something like this that's been sitting, I like to go around and just give her a 100 shot on everything. Some sort of good penetrating oil. Oh, is that your last bolt? Okay.
Yeah. These are still pretty thick too.
Yeah, it looks like they put front pads on it recently.
Yeah.
By recently, I mean 40 years ago. The last tag that was on this was 1984, so it's been 41 years since it's been on the road. Look at that hood.
Oh yeah.
That is the worst hood ever. Only reason I left it on is because I don't want the engine to get rained on, you know?
That's good.
Let's get a new hood. We even got a new booster for it. I can't remember the last time I put a new booster on something. And look, the new mattress cylinder is aluminum instead of cast iron.
Cool.
Oh.
So we're gonna be losing some weight too, which is nice. So does this line up? Oh yeah. This thing will be stopping on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
All the parts I've seen look correct. Your calipers look correct.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay. Let's check that.
Looks similar.
Yeah, similar.
So from the bottom to the center of that is 6 inches. So the max we can fit is 12 inches. So let's go measure this drum. Yeah, that's like 14 on the biggest edge. So we can't turn it on the lathe.
Well, surprisingly, I have a socket to fit that. Look how rough that socket is. I'm not even sure where I got that. I don't think I bought that. I wasn't tight at all. So this is what holds the rotor on and holds our bearings in place. And there's the jam nut.
There we go. Good stuff.
I used to ride around in a truck like this on the farm. We had a couple of these. We had one that had that Oldsmobile diesel motor in it.
Oh, here we go.
It was a 4-wheel drive like this. I just remember it being absolutely gutless. It was a dog trying to tow with it. There you go. That's loose. Good start. I'm worried about the lines down low though.
It's so close. There we go. Okay. Oh wow, they're going crazy.
It's that
wow.
boinga.
That boinga. Oh yeah, we're starting off good. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna take the alternator loose because we need to put a new belt on it, and well, really because we broke the other belt in the other video.
We was letting it rip.
Yeah. Oh, it goes under the. I'm understanding now. I can't reach it. Ow.
Sometimes you just gotta get amongst it.
Exactly. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So the little washer between the two nuts is stuck in the old grease and rust and whatever. I'm trying to pick that out of here. I got it now. That's just a washer. And then there's another nut like this one behind it. And that's the one that actually holds the bearing in and the hub and all that stuff. It's loose, which is better than tight. Okay. There's that guy. That's how those stack up in there. This one sets your tension. This one keeps this one from backing off. And this should slide it off.
Woo! Those are beefy.
Yes, they are. And there's your front bearing. So we'll clean everything up, re-grease everything so that she rolls nicely. Still looks like it was pretty well greased though. Okay. Now we've got to knock these studs out of here. That bearing looks fine as well. It just needs some new grease. You can see there, now that I'm turning that inner U-joint there on the axle is turning. Doesn't seem to be super loose. That's all there is to it, Walt. We didn't break those were already broke. We went ahead and got some new ones at the parts store. So we'll drive 2 new ones down in here. And y'all will be so proud of me because everybody always gets on to me because we put new hoops on something or do a bunch of brake work and we leave the broken studs usually. Marge, is that an easier repair than you thought it would be?
It's crazy. I didn't know that's how you do that.
And a Chevrolet is a 7/16, where a lot of Fords are 1/2 inch. I've actually got to go back to the parts store because they didn't have enough lug nuts. How about there? To have a slot in there so you can get a bar and give it the crankies. Good job. You got it. Tighten that bottom one back up too. So sometimes if you're working on something like this and a short socket's too short because the stud's too long and a long socket's too deep because you got a bracket in your way, one thing you can do like we did here is you can put the socket on the ratchet but not click it on all the way, like that, and it'll give you another 1/4 inch or so. That worked perfectly for this. Now we just got to hook up on the pedal and we can take that out. Looks like there's a bolt with a bracket that brake light switch pushes up against right there. And then behind that, we've got a pin here that you pull out. Should be able to take that off now.
I'm not supposed to pull out.
There you go, bud.
It's as big as you, Ralphie.
It's huge.
Hey, that thing's got a core charge. We better hold on to it.
And heavy. And it's leaking onto me.
Yeah. We don't have this long thing here.
Oh, I thought you meant that
Cat hair.
piece of paper.
No. No, I don't need to use the cat hair. This unscrew?
No.
No.
Oh man. That's tragic.
So that comes off there. Good deal. Marge was right.
I would have never figured that out.
Imagine
You
that.
couldn't hardly see the split there. So it's got a jam nut that makes it like adjustable on this one. What did he just do?
I think he was turning the light off and got in the casing machine.
Oh, you stepped on the pedal.
Yeah, it's so scary. I've done that multiple times and it's like, whoo.
Every time it takes your breath away. So I gotta take the master cylinder off because there's a core charge on the booster we need back, not the master cylinder. So we can scrap it and make $1, right? Ellie, shouldn't have said your name. Don't. Nope, that's close enough. That big heavy thing off there. So we gotta get some things and we'll be right back.
Oh, you ready to squat?
Let me put another one up there.
I think I can do it.
Ended up with 28 cents. You can't beat that. 28 cents is all I had to pay for all this stuff after my core returns.
Awesome.
Got our new stud here. Kind of found a spot where there's enough room to get it behind there. Slide it in there. I got a nut that's too big and a lug nut for it here. We should be able to just use the impact and pull it right in. Back the lug nut off. There you go, Marge.
That was way too easy.
Super easy. That's all there is to it. Put new studs in. We just never have done it on the channel.
That was the point.
Get lined up on your studs there.
There we go.
Turn your brake lights on. That's all there is to it on this end.
Oh, Squeeze. I think you're painting one of my favorites. Ostriches. Love it.
So as much as I'd like to have brand new turned rotors and drums and all that, it's $40 per corner to do that. Like I said, I'm building this as like a full drive rig, not a drive down the interstate rig, okay? Even if the roads were a little bit, you know, marged, we'd probably be all right.
That's a real thing right there.
We'd probably never notice it on the trail. So I'm just gonna resurface them. It's not a grinding disc, it's like a resurfacing disc. Just get the rust and stuff off them.
gonna go ahead and clean up the bearings and stuff on these front rotors. We're trying to get the trash to go out the front so we don't come up in the bearings.
What is this stuff? That spider's nest?
Spider eggs, yeah.
I'm gonna clean up the spindles while she's cleaning up the bearings and stuff. I just try to get all that old grease off because you don't never know what's stuck in there. You don't want any grit and junk. The other side, the cap was off for ever and ever, so it may be really nasty. It looks like it's in pretty good shape though. It doesn't feel like it's been chewed up by an old bearing or nothing.
Got them all done. I wanna go back over them just to make sure.
This probably looks pretty good too. Guys, wear gloves when you're using chemicals. Not good for you.
All right, she's done.
Woohoo! I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the outside ring because we don't want any oil on it. This one's good to go.
Me and Ralph are cleaning up the outer bearings and our lock rings on it because it's super greasy. Luckily, they're not rusty though.
What the heck is this white stuff? She cold.
We're gonna reassemble this stuff now. I usually go overboard on the grease probably more than most people do. I just rather have too much than not enough, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want it past your seal, obviously, or it's gonna get all over the inside of your rotor. Now, if you're really doing it professional, you would pull the inner seals out, repack the inner bearings, put new seals in it, but I don't plan on putting 100,000 miles on this truck. Just 100,000 smiles.
That's right.
Woo! Wow. Wow.
I just came up with that. Also gonna put some grease on this. Make sure we don't nick our seal up or anything going on there.
Good.
Your best friends, aren't you?
Come here.
Look how thick that bracket is. It goes all the way around, almost like a drum brake vacuum plate does.
There's so much.
I'm gonna repack my bearings here. It's very thick because it's very cold out here right now. If you could see Marge's socks, you would understand how cold it is. How many layers of socks you got there, Marge?
2 insulated.
Very nice. How you done broke your spoiler?
I know.
Our outer bearing back in there, which feels like an inner bearing. It's so big. Look at Bernie Sanders over here. Can you believe her?
I had to cut my thumb out so I could hit the record button. It's tragic.
It's unbelievable that you get this cold. I mean, look at me over here. My feet aren't even cold.
All I have is 2
I'm
jackets
frozen.
and I'm good.
Look, I'm turning blue on the one nail.
So this morning, the temperature was 46 or something.
Yeah.
And it's going to get down to like 26 this evening.
It already feels like it's 19 outside right now.
Yeah, it's snowing a little bit, yeah. So you got this like locator pin here on the inner one, and that's what locates this guy in place. Make sure you face that to the outside there. Just snug it up. And I'll back it off just barely. Take some of the tension off of it like that. We'll put our washer in there in place and then put our lock nut on. This guy you can just crank. That shouldn't go anywhere. This should roll free. Should be good to go. I guess we'll go ahead and put our hub in there. So it's free spinning. You're driving down the highway. You're not in full drive. And when you lock these hubs in, it pushes this ring back, this ring, and it locks in there. And it connects the 2 sets of splines, and then you're in full drive and you're locked. That's how it works. I'm gonna put this in here. Outer snap ring in place. See that? Mm-hmm. That's in place, so that can't back out now. Gotta line our holes up with our hubs there, and then it has an O-ring seal here. Tighten these guys down, and we'll have it all installed. Pretty simple to put together. I have no idea why whatever was here from the factory is missing and those caps are put on. I can't think of a scenario why you would not want it to be full drive, unless our front differential's junk. Yeah, it was a bummer when we first got it running. First little bit of mud I got in, I was like, oh, full drive doesn't work.
It's pretty classic for you to get stuck when you go 4-wheel. Because
Well,
you want to ease into it.
That is true. I usually get stuck when I go full load. Got our brand new rotors installed. I'm super excited about the full drive working.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because Marge tends to drive in places that you end up needing it. The U-joint's not spinning, right?
Yeah, no spin.
Let's see about this. That's
Oh,
locked.
it's spinning.
We are locked in 4 low, son. Okay, it works. I did it right. While I'm doing this brake stuff, I'm gonna let them go ahead and mount up the casings for me. Hopefully they'll fit on their machine. You know?
Hopefully.
We haven't even looked at the hoops yet. This is just how I am. Although I would like to see it, I'd rather, you know, y'all see it with us.
There's no peeking around here.
So this burned up the envelope. Cost me more than the truck did. But I think it's going to be worth it when we get done. 15 by 10s with a negative 38 offset, whatever that means. The big moment. It's finally come.
Huzzah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Those are going to look good.
Look at that.
They're wide.
Yeah, 10 inches wide all the way around, which is what was on it. It had 10s all the way around already.
That's gonna be shining like a diamond in a goat's butt.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And these are 35 1250s.
Oh, wow. That looks good.
Mud trains. Let's make sure they fit real quick. I'm just trying to take these screws out here. Love you. Okay. We can't use the center cap, at least the way it is, because we got locking hubs. So I'm gonna cry if these don't fit. All right, the center hole's big enough, low pound's right. Sticks out past the fender just like the old ones did, so we should be good to go. Let me test fit the caliper real quick. A lot of times the brake caliper is what will hit, so we need to make sure about that. Please fit, please fit, please fit. We have like 1/8 of an inch, literally. Look how close that is.
Oh my gosh.
Literally like 1/8 of an inch.
You've done it to us again.
Same thing right here, like we could not go back any farther at all. All right guys, go get them mounted up for us.
Hooray. Oh. Hold on.
There's easy, you could roll it, son. It's round.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it through the strop like that.
They're so
Just
big.
roll it.
Roll it,
Roll
honey.
it. All you have to do is
It's
roll
pretty
it.
fun though to like, it's like
Risk
look
your
at how
life.
trolleys have.
It's going to take us 2 million years now, but it's okay. Please tell me your video.
White wall's out or in?
What do y'all think?
I think out. I think we go out.
All right, you ready?
Hold on, I gotta spray them. Now where's my mouth from? Oh, here we go. Get them on.
Wait, Walt, what are you doing?
I'm ready.
I'm going to tighten it on here. Give me. Doink.
That side is to the top.
Okay.
So you go. Oh. Come on now.
Okay.
Push.
It's not going on here, buddy. It's not unpayable.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Powered up.
New approach.
You ready?
Here, move. Here, hold on. Hold on, pick it up a little bit.
Where? You can't just put straight on.
I think I can.
No, you can't. Hold on. I think we need to. Oh gosh. You gotta pull your way. Yes, it's going.
Don't hit those levers down there.
This may be absolutely impossible.
Hey, Dad! Can I have your assistance, please? We've been trying to push it on. I thought we just
Don't
pushed
scratch
it.
my hoops up now.
We won't.
Normally you can just pop them on. There you go. Keep it pushed down that narrow
You ready?
part. Yeah. There you go. Think you can do the rest of them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the bead.
You got it?
Golly, that's heavy. That may be fun to get on the beach.
Oh, it's on. Let's try it. Ah! Stop! How did you do this?
Made it look simple.
No, like which way to go and stuff.
Oh my
And that, then you push down on that side and roll it backwards. That's it. You can help them.
Would you like that, right? There you go.
Got our new brake pads here. Snap that one in the piston. The one with the holes goes on this side. That right there, right, Ellie? Yeah. Pop it on our brand new rotor. That right there. Thankfully it comes with new bolts, so that's nice.
Okay. Hooray.
You guys got good at it by the end.
Yeah, about it.
Last one, y'all are cooking.
Okay. I'll roll it back.
All right, we're gonna try the old beef feeder on this. I got a strap around it. I tried to pull it up on the back bead. Look at me done it.
Hey.
Here we go.
Oh.
Easy as that. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Not too bad.
That looks so good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Takes a lot of air for these big ones. I couldn't imagine what, like I said, a 40s or 44s or whatever would take. This is the biggest set I bought for anything. Can't have them looking back, can we?
No.
1 to 10.
10.
Okay. Marge, you like them?
Yeah, I love them.
I can't wait to see them one of these.
Oh, yeah. She's coming out there.
White leather shining, right?
Yeah.
They even pop on easy.
Yeah. Something like that. It feels like 18 degrees.
I was just noticing, aside from the massive rust, they don't even match each other. This one is not the same. Look where the valve stem is, and it's rotted out.
Oh, yeah.
And see, that one's on the outside. I think we have a couple different styles there. So let's just compare what we had versus what we got. Hopefully it fits, guys. That's going to make a enormous difference in how this thing looks.
What's the difference in weight?
That's very heavy. I think they're very similar. You tell me.
Oh.
You're the doctor.
Oh.
Super heavy, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're similar.
Very similar.
This may be just a little bit more.
On a straight axle vehicle like this, you can see the axle is straight underneath the vehicle. So your center chunk, your pumpkin, whatever in the center,
Pumpkin.
that's what you get hung up on a lot of times for them. So the only way to raise the center differential is taller casings, right? Because it's the distance from here to the ground that sets that. Like you could have these on there, these are like 27s or 28s, and you could lift the truck like crazy. You could lift it 10 inches and you're still gonna have your center differential the same height. So this is the only way to raise your center differential off the ground on a straight axle setup. So me personally, I don't like super high lifted trucks. I like stuff with huge stuff like this on it that sits as close to ride height as possible. So it's not super top heavy. You can do more stuff with it, you know,
And they
off-road.
look good.
I like how they look personally, but we don't want to put them on there now and then have to bleed our brakes and get it all over them and stuff. So we'll wait till we get the brakes done.
And this one.
Oh, I love the pig.
And ostrich.
Oh, very good. Good job. Those are my favorites.
Thank you.
This has a very unfortunately placed brake line in here. Luckily this side is coming loose, but because it's like a C-channel frame, you can't really get your wrench but in like one little spot. This side came loose, the other side's even harder to get to. I got on here, it's a 15/16 deep well socket is what it takes to get on the back side of it. And of course the threads are rusted up, so you gotta hold it in the frame while I do this. There we go, right?
Hooray.
Yeah, finally. Now I just gotta get the other side. This side is so hard to get to. I can't hardly even get my hand up under here. Covered in daubers, huh?
Yeah. Hey.
There we go. Man, that was a booger. I'm gonna hook my new brake hose up onto this caliper here. And I'm not going to hook it up yet, and let me show you why. Look inside that line. So you always want to flush out your old lines before you hook them up to your new stuff, because if not, you're gonna get a bunch of rust and junk right down your new parts. I'm gonna fill the front reservoir up here and kind of let that fluid drip out those metal lines. I may let it do this all night actually. That way it'll flush that junk out hopefully. I hadn't even tried the pedal yet. I didn't think about that. Because before the brake pedal was just stuck solid at the top. Well, it's not dripping out. Sometimes they drip, sometimes they don't. I'm gonna push the pedal.
Oh yeah, squirt it out.
I'm not getting anything on my side. We're not getting a lot of fluid. I think I'm just gonna let it kind of sit there and gravity bleed overnight. We're about to the end of the day here today. We do got one more thing we need to check while we're under this front end though. So I've been telling y'all to check your rear end, right?
Right.
Well, you also need to check your front end, okay?
Oh,
Because obviously this one's caked up here. It ain't been checked in a while. Letting it crust here. Got any fluid? Hey, look at that.
that's surprising.
Completely full. That is really surprising. Okay, well, we'll just lock that back down. We should be good to go on the front end now. I'm just super excited that we're gonna have 4-wheel drive now. That's gonna make a world of difference. If you've ever owned a 2-wheel drive Ranger, you know what I'm talking about. So oddly enough, this thing has 2 3/4 13/16 brake shoes. According to the parts store, it's supposed to have 2-inch, so I actually got some for like a different year model that's supposed to be the same as this, so got that while we were out. On brake shoes like this, especially if you don't do them all the time, good idea to snap a couple pictures before you blow it apart. And I use this tool right here all the time, basically this tool and this tool. And pop those off. I usually try to leave the spring hanging on there if I can. Ooh, there's that one. So that one's funny, it was like hooked on here like that, I think. This guy comes off of there. If I take them off, I'll usually lay them on the floor the way they came off. Don't breathe the old dust these things put off, especially on old cars. You hold the pin from the back, push this guy in, give it like a half a turn, and it usually pops off there. Same spot. So this spring's like rusted stuck, so this keeps returning back to the same spot. So I'm gonna do it with this. See how it's stuck right there? That's what these are, these little pins like that. Looks like a nail. I've actually taken a nail and made one before. That one's pretty rusty. Okay, what's left? Not much, huh? So this is your emergency brake cable here, which I'm sure doesn't work anymore. We may just leave that off. We probably will. Unhook this spring. Those are really wide brake shoes. This is your adjuster. This is very important for it to be free. You can usually heat them up and soak them and get them working again. Okay. So that's your emergency brake arm there. This is your self adjuster that pushes on that wheel and rotates it. So now we just got to get our wheel cylinder off. Are we going to continue to be lucky with our brake lines? Oh, that's trying to hurt it right there. Twisting the line. I actually see a line here that's kinked over. That's not a good sign. I may have to do a new rear brake line. I hate making brake lines, really. Always worry they're gonna leak. Work with me, I may have to heat that up. Maybe we can get it to break loose. It's already broke it. Okay, we gotta make rear brake lines.
That's very unfortunate.
So it's got a little 3/8 bolt back here. I don't know if it's gonna snap or not. Feels like it rounded off. That one came out. It's stuck in there, isn't it? But this thing will never get stuck.
That's right, unstuckable, right here.
Come on, don't round off. Oh, we got it. Just about rounded off on me. Pop this guy off there. You can see where the line kinked off on me, unfortunately. I was afraid that was going to happen as rusty as this truck is. I was actually surprised that the front end did so well. There's Shrek again, Squeezy's favorite. New wheel cylinder, looks just like the old one. It's the same part number on both sides. Put our new one in here. That just looks out of place, doesn't it?
It's too nice.
Even though we didn't order it for this vehicle, it looks, best I can tell, to be correct. It's like the same diameter. And remember, the brake shoes, it's just like school pictures, right, Wall?
Tall ones are in the back.
Exactly. There's a shorter shoe that goes to the front. I don't understand why, guys. I still don't. You'd think they just put as much as they could get on there, you know? So that's how that goes, like that right there. I'm going to take our emergency brake thing off here, but I'm not going to hook it up because I know our emergency brake pedal is froze solid. We'll keep it just in case we want to put it on there later. This side doesn't really have any broken hardware. I mean, our adjuster is completely stuck, but since I've already got it here, I might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the self-adjuster stuff, it needs to be able to move freely. Can I get this spring on here, Marge?
Sure.
Feels like it's gonna pop me.
Feels like you're gonna pop me.
Oh, look at that. I got it. You see it has an R on it, so everything's specific to what side it goes on. Got our new nail here. Woo! Come on, work with me. Got it past there, half a turn. I feel like there's a low percentage of the population that probably knows how to build drum brakes, you know?
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I think that's not really being taught much anymore. There you go. And my little plunger guy popped out on one side. Marge, you want to put this one on?
No.
Is that right?
Sure.
You got it memorized, don't you?
No.
Our self-adjuster goes down here. You gotta make sure the wheel contacts with this bracket right there. That's what turns it. Got a lot of things to do all at once here. Get our plunger in. Sometimes you just gotta mess with the plunger, you know? Happened to me this week, guys. Not gonna lie. What is holding me back? Oh, now my bottom's not in. Okay. Now the top's not in. Ooh, that was a nail biter. I got one more spring down here to do. I might should have done it first, honestly. Oh. Yeah, no problem. There you go. You can hear it click. So we will set these shoes to the dimensions of the drum, which in my experience is very important. Very important to have good hoses and a good adjustment on drum brakes. Cleaned up drum here, basically brand new. It's super heavy. It's unbelievably heavy, actually. Loose as a goose. The drum shouldn't just slide right back off there. We're gonna give us a few cranks here. I like to just do it like this. They make a tool that you can go in from the back side and do it with it on the car, but I usually do it like this. I find it quicker and easier. You hear it clicking like that, then you're going the right direction. Right there is pretty good. We're just starting to drag. You look in here, you can see how many threads are showing. And that's with brand new shoes, so you definitely need to adjust this stuff, guys. I've actually had it before. The NASCAR Galaxy we built, the 64 Galaxy, I actually had a piston pop out because I had it so loose. Definitely need to check that stuff. But that's all we're gonna do tonight. This is what she's been doing for the last 20 minutes.
I got her hair. Oh no.
7 years in Tibet tonight.
What are you doing there? Did you know that we have our own merchandise that you can get at thesleepydude.com? We got hats, we got hoodies, we got t-shirts, all the goodies. Keychains, stickers, artwork, whatever you want, whatever you need. You can check us out on our second channel at SleepyDude2. Check out our third channel at SleepyDudeArm. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at SleepyDudeAA. And SleepyDude on Rumble. Thanks for your support.
Come on. You gotta get in the snow. Elvis has never been in the snow. He's holding his foot up. It's okay.
Come on.
It's okay to get in the snow. He says, this is not normal at all. Oh, he's after it. What is all that? Oh, he's gonna chase it. Get it. Get it, Elvis. Oh, he's gonna bite them all. Yeah, bite them out of the air. Get it. Yeah, bite it.
That is just tragic. Watch her eat it.
Go ball. Throw a little ball. Y'all ready? Yeah. Guys, it. great. Gas it. They're passing you over here.
I'm stuck.
Ow, low.
I may be stuck. I'm stuck.
Everything.
Send it.
Send it, Dad.
She's gonna call off. Those faces.
Oh my God! We lost it.
Oh no.
Oh my God!
He's coming back around now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
She hurts.
Yes!
Oh no. Oh no.
Look at this side! I'm not getting out this side! Ah, you're slinging over the tires!
I was like melted.
Time for your food. Let's get out of the snow. That's that good stuff, isn't it? They're all so short. It's the next day because we had more important things to do yesterday than work on this truck with the snow, right?
Yep.
Wall had quite a few screams on the sled. Flew off a few times. Time to finish up the rear brakes and get this transmission out of here and get these awesome hoops and casings on here. I can't wait to see what they look like. Spring up here. Why do you want to check my rear end for me while I'm doing this?
Sure.
It would have been a good time to have a nice four-wheel drive truck yesterday, wouldn't it? We weren't quite there. These things are really rusty. I think our new brake shoes are in a little bit better shape than our old ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the old metal on metal trick really doesn't stop you much. There. Yeah, this thing spent some time in the mud and the salt. Look how rusted up that adjuster is. It's actually...
Oh gosh, it's broken, huh?
Yeah, it's messed up on the end. It's right off there, so we definitely need a self-adjuster kit. This side's a little worse than the other side. Not looking good on my brake line over here. I'm afraid we're gonna have to remake all the rear brake lines. Yeah, this one twisted off. Man, I hate when they do that.
There's no way that's coming out of there.
It's stuck.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Might should spray it down.
Yeah, it finally broke loose.
You think it's full?
No. Well, they don't have much. Yeah.
You're saying my rear end needs some attention, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not been taken care of.
Bleeder even, it's completely clogged up. I've rebuilt a lot of these back in the day, but over time I just decided that I was better off to just replace them unless you just have to rebuild them. Spend a lot of time rebuilding them. Snap the line off right here. I think I'm gonna have to make all the new rear lines, which I really don't enjoy doing. The biggest thing, honestly, it just is time consuming, like flaring all the ends. I don't mind bending it and fitting it and all that. It's just like flaring the ends. We have trouble with them leaking sometimes, so that's the biggest thing.
We got a bunch of partial bottles, so I'm just gonna put them all in one.
Got my new hardware in there. If I can just get all these springs in place. This side's a little more complicated than this side is. Marge, you gonna take this thing for a rip when we get done?
You know I am.
Weren't you born in a C10 pickup? It's the story I've been told. Is it really low?
I don't know.
It only holds like probably 2 quarts or something.
Okay. Oops. Okay.
You struggling over there?
Yeah, a little bit. It's just hard to get all these things in at the same time.
She must have been real low.
Yeah. I already noticed something when I was wiggling this axle. The rear U-joint wore slap out. We gotta put a new U-joint in it for sure.
I'm like out.
We don't have any more? Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's a
that's
bummer.
better than it was. Hold on. It may be dripping.
Put your finger in there and see if there's oil.
I think we may be good. Right at what we had, barely. And she's dripping, so it's probably fine. I don't know how they got it so tight in there before.
So this guy's got to go on this side.
You watch your body under the vehicles, don't you? See what they're doing. If they're walking your way, or what they're doing.
The cars to see what they're doing.
You're so smart.
So I guess I'm gonna take the drive shaft out so we can get the transmission out. I'm pulling the right way, right?
Yeah, that's the correct way.
I'm really stuck. Literally incredible.
Hand hammer? Have you tried the hand hammer?
Yeah. It's so stuck. It's literally so stuck. Wow. That's even worse. How is that even possible? How can it be that stuck?
It's so wore out. Okay, this is not gonna work. It's hitting that strap or something because it's not getting on the bolt head all the way. You may have to
this
try.
This side's better, I think.
You might could link 2 wrenches together.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to work today, Jamal?
He's got something in his whiskers.
What do you got? Here, let me help you. Here. He says, no, don't help me. I'm trying to get it out of your whiskers. You want to keep it? Fine, keep it.
Oh, wow, this is...
Hey, the double wrench trick worked.
Wow. It's still so stuck. Oh, my gosh. Oh, every time. Every time. I don't... How did you do that? I can't get it.
Flip it. Yes, you don't know. You keep trying to start in the middle. You put the hole through one side. Yeah, but you're upside down. Now you're backwards.
What?
Hey, look. You're... Okay. No. Look.
This is not working.
It's not that hard. Look.
It is that hard. My brain
Look,
can't
look.
math.
The going goes on one side. Then straight up.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's all you do.
Wow.
I learned that from an old dirt truck racer. That was a neighbor.
Oh, wow. How in the world?
Yeah.
I finally got it. Ow. Okay, I definitely just jacked that one up. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Oh no.
It's so hard to do.
I believe I've got all that done. That is one of the worst self-adjusters I've seen. Almost looks like it was underwater or something on that corner, maybe sitting down in the swamp lands, you know? I gotta clean my drum up now. You always wanna grind a rusty brake drum first thing in the morning. So I've got a wire wheel on my grinder here. Just try not to get all this dust in the shop. It's not good for you. We got the rust knocked off there. Once again, I'm gonna adjust my drum to the right side. Does that help you?
For sure.
That'll be pretty close right there. So I feel confident now hooking up our front brake hoses to our lines because overnight it leaked out a lot of the brake fluid on the ground, so we should be properly flushed out now. These things are held in by like a sheet metal nut on the back side. It's really not fun to put on at all. Not really good access for it.
Okay. Good job, boss.
Is the cap off of one of those or something?
Yeah, it fell right off. The cap on this one is still stuck in the. It all looks pretty bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So that holds it in the frame so it doesn't spin while you're getting the line on there. Should be good. And I'm going to start the line in the back side of it.
Now I gotta take the front loose. Oh wow, that's so loose.
Is it?
Yes, that is like nothing.
I think this truck had a hard life.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, we treated it good. We didn't hot rod or anything, but the last guy.
That is just crazy. I can't even see what I'm doing. I don't know which way to do this.
It's still right tight, lefty loosey.
It ain't working like that no more.
Right tight, lefty loosey ain't working no more?
No, it ain't working like that no more.
Maybe your threads are just really rusty.
Something's up. The way I think it's supposed to go ain't how it's supposed to go. Dad?
No. Why would you hurt my feet like that?
I don't know how it could be this hard to loosen a bolt after it was already loose. That's ridiculous. That's like, it should not be this hard.
There you go.
Oh, I don't get it.
That U-joint in terrible shape too? Yes. We're going to have to get several U-joints. Actually, that strap never came loose.
Oh, it looks bad in there, actually. Disgusting. I got a sore way possible.
This thing has the driest U-joints. Is there any
Oh,
needles in there?
God. No.
They're all gone?
Ain't nothing.
They're not on the ground either, so they just ran it completely dry. It's like, so we're going to put all the U-joints in it probably.
And part of it's broke off.
This brake line here is kinked off at the back. So I'm trying to kind of trace it down the frame, and it's all clogged up with mud. Somebody must have went mud in this thing. Up through here and see if there's a place that I can replace it from instead of going all the way to the front. A lot of times it'll be like a union or something part of the way down the frame. The line gets better past this point. Oh, look right there. That's a union right there. Dig some of this dirt out of here and then I'll tie into there probably and make a new line from there back.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the front drive shaft out now.
Oh. I was a little worried about that one. It's so caked up and junk. Look like my nose when I wake up.
Oh my gosh.
So this looks like a 1/4-inch brake line. Did you get in the paint?
Have you been helping squeeze?
He just got in the
No.
paint. You gotta stay out of the paint.
I got the last bolt out. I'm just gonna see what you can do. Wow, it is so stuck in here. I got all the bolts out, but it's just really, really stuck and it will not come loose at all.
Probably been there for the whole time. There it goes. It's going now.
Golly.
We may have to take that loose when we pull the transmission because it doesn't seem like it has enough room to drop out of it. There you go, there you go. You have enough to go across the rear axle. Here, this one's a little stiffer. We're gonna go about halfway up the truck. There you go, that's probably good look. That's right there. Still a little bendy. Here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's let that do it. How about that? Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
She started to it, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start taking some transmission bolts out. Oh, the fact that I'm that lucky that the socket was already on here. Oh my gosh, what in the world? I'm like having a fit under here.
A shorter socket would help. You're fine.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know what these are even there for.
I'll show you guys on the first one I do here. So this is a 1/4-inch line. It's a little bit bigger than we normally do. You want it sticking out the same distance as this die here. Crank this down. You can get these at any parts store. I think it'll let you rent them. Then you take the correct die, go down in here. You get this tool, smash this thing down flat till it stops. Then you take that die out, use just the cone and squash her down flat again. And this is called a double flare. That's what you're supposed to use for brake lines. There's a single flare where you don't do that first step. You can use on other lines that don't have as much pressure, but brake lines have thousands of PSI pressure sometimes. That's all there is to it. We just gotta make 6 more then. You mix right in with that snow, you got that camouflage today. Snow cream brakes. Is it good? Well, just like that, I got our lines made. I didn't use any tools to bend any of this, so it's all just hand bent. Really, unless you're doing a tight turn, you can do a lot of it without the bender. I'm gonna unclip these old brake lines off here. You know, we want it looking good, don't we?
Exactly.
Show truck. And there's our old brake line union. Out of the way, we got our new brake hose here. This guy's gonna bolt right down here, and then we can put our new lines to it. These new lines are like the only nice looking thing in the back. I really like these brake hoses that have the splitter built into them, so everything's new when you get done.
Yeah.
Ralphie's all out of pay time off now, so he's back on the job. Gonna start taking things loose so we can pull that Turbo 350 out.
Yeah.
So you just push those down there. Little metal tabs that are built into the rear axle, and bend them over the top of this.
Taking this pin out for the shifter. There we go.
It's funny, they still have brake fluid in them even though we had no brakes.
Wow.
Let's get that in. I probably will leave the main line loose until we get fluid back here, just to make sure we flush everything out before we hook it up to all this new stuff. I'll bend this guy around where he needs to be here. Pump it and see if I can get any brake fluid back here in the back.
Yeah, sure.
I just noticed that some of the bed bolts are out.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know why. Somebody would have taken the bed bolts out. I knew the bed was moving around a lot on the frame, but no fluid back here yet. Oh, there you go. Getting some brown fluid now. That way it'll push a lot of the air out of the system before we hook it up, too.
Yep.
Finally, time to start bleeding brakes. Why is it getting any different on the pedal?
I mean, it's kind of harder to push now.
You want to start bleeding from the farthest point from the source, which is this right here. All right, hold it down, Wall. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Golly. The extra tacos on that one. I can feel the brake shoes moving. All right, hold it down. Okay, we're getting a lot of fluid now. I'm gonna go to the other side. Oh. That's good, that's what we want.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I heard
Big
it.
surge there. I was actually worried about having a leak, but everything seems to be good. So you can compress a gas, but you can't compress a liquid. I've learned that over my life.
Who knew that?
Now hold it down. Ooh. That's why hydraulics are so strong. Like on a tractor, hydraulic cylinders, if they were full of air, it wouldn't be as strong.
Here's one bell housing bolt.
A little bit easier on these trucks to get them out, huh?
I don't know. They're all hard.
That was like Old Faithful.
That's what I was thinking as a geyser.
Yeah. Oddly enough, these are brand new brake calipers bought on the same day. This one has a 10mm bleeder screw. The other one has a 3/8. It'll be so nice. Like, even if you have a car like this that isn't currently drivable, having brakes on it and casings that'll actually roll makes it so much easier to move.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to have one without the other. If it has good casings that'll roll, then you don't have brakes, it's still
Yeah,
pretty
it doesn't
sketch.
help you, does it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That was quick. I feel like we went the extra mile on this one. Like, we put new studs on it. I mean, what more could you ask of
that
us?
is definitely the extra mile for you.
It is. Look at your brake pads squeezing. New brake pads. Only thing we could have done better was turn the rotors. Yeah. Okay, I think this side's good. Let's do the other side. Yeah. Right in the face. You're supposed to put like a hose on this and run it into a bottle so you don't get it everywhere, but who's got time for that? This has been one of the easiest ones to bleed. I can't believe it.
That's awesome. It's because it's all Sarah Grande here. She ready to go.
Exactly. I love her music. All right, hold it down. I'm gonna call that good, Marge.
Yep.
I think it's good.
You know what time it is? Ralphie, do you know what time it is?
No.
It's time to put the casings on, guys.
Woo!
What we've been waiting on
Yes.
the whole time.
He's out.
He ejected that VHS, didn't he? He didn't even be kind to rewind.
No.
We're gonna have to go way up. Once again, for comparison here, the won't even make it across the yard too. Try being my size, Amy.
Try being my size, Amy.
That's what we got here.
Oh, that was a great one.
So this will be an unbelievable upgrade compared to what we had. We'll be lucky to get these off the beat probably. It probably is about this high.
You probably can't get this up.
I love the hubs and everything.
That's definitely a traveling lesson.
If I've ever seen it, that's what that is. Golly! So I expect we're gonna have to trim a little bit here and there. Because I put the biggest thing on it that I thought we could get, and I knew we'd have to trim some. Okay, let's get the other one on the back. You wanna get the load up on that, Ralph?
Yeah, that is.
Let me scratch some casings down.
That makes it look so much better.
Oh yeah. Stance and wheels makes a huge difference in any vehicle. Right, so we kept the center caps on the rears because, you know, we don't get no hubs back there.
Whoops.
What's it look like, Marge?
Awesome.
Oh, looks good.
You like it? Squeeze?
Yeah.
Did it gonna fit, Ralph?
Yeah.
Barely.
So I know that you don't like to name the vehicles, but I've come up with a good name for this truck.
What?
Cornbread.
Cornbread. Okay. Well, you want to name it? You're welcome to name it.
What you think, Ralphie?
I'm just not a fan of naming vehicles.
I like cornbread. This country is cornbread right here.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, I'll be driving this. I'm gonna drop you off at school in this right here. Forget four-wheeling.
Mom might be driving to school. You never know.
That's right.
That's some high hopes there, guys.
Looks like it's still on the jack. It's so high up there, isn't it?
That looks great.
About time this thing got up there.
I know, right? It's been rolling on flats all the time. Those look so good on there.
Those look great.
It's pretty big.
Hi. We gotta be sweet, Ellie. I know, he looks so big.
He looks real big standing next to Ellie. Hey, bud. What do you think about it, Mark? Does it look good?
Oh, there's your best friend.
I like 6-lug because it has them all straight across from each other. You go to tighten them. It barely went down at all. So we got all kinds of room here. So this thing doesn't have a lift or anything. We got what? Probably a good 3 inches.
Well, do you think
that?
it'll be fine when it steers?
Shut up. But up front, we're definitely going to have some clearancing issues at the bottom corner, so we're probably going to have to trim the fenders back. I'm not going to do that today because we're not even driving it today. We'll just have to see with it running, power steering and all, how it does, but I love it, man. Let's go look at the other side. It just looks mean, man. Those look so good on there. I really like the two-tone on it, what's left of it. I've always been a fan of like two-tone vehicles. It looks so good on those. That's what should come on it from the factory, you know? I know, she walks under it now with no issues at all. We should measure how high off the ground the frame is. The transmission crossmember is the lowest thing. What do we got there, Ralph?
15 inches.
15 inches, that's pretty good. Ought to be a much more capable off-road machine.
Yeah.
I would say we'll eventually probably weld the rear diff up or something to help it as well, because that helps out a lot. We'll have more ground clearance to get that transmission out. So let's slam that thing out of there. I couldn't be happier though on how it looks. It looks exactly how it should.
Let's go, Murph. He just sits down. I'm taking the transfer case shifter off.
I really don't like these torque converter bolts. I'm used to a torque converter where it threads into the torque converter threads, and this has like a nut, so you gotta hold one side and spin the other on it. I see that our oil filter seal is blowed out. That ain't good.
Pinch poke, yo, me coke.
Turn this thing around to the next one. I bought this tool recently. Comes in handy for junk we work on all the time.
I think like wire wheel in or something.
Yeah, clean it up a little bit.
Or steel wool probably, not wire wheel.
I'll keep your toes warm.
Like a polar bear.
He says, hey, pet me.
What? When he hit you.
He like slaps you to get you to pet him. Oh my gosh!
What kind of contraption you using?
I gotta get them bell housing bolts up in there.
Were they in the next city or what?
Next zip code, yeah. I saw it move that time.
You are the whiniest thing.
He just wants our toy or something.
Oh, see, that's what he wanted right there.
At the back of the engine, there's a dipstick tube sticking up. I need this socket on it. Nothing? Just slipping off? Alright, I'm gonna have to take it loose from the top somehow.
Just leave it right there.
Yeah, we just want to support it is all. I can't get a wrench that fits, so I'm gonna make a wrench fit. We got a cheap 9/16 here. We're gonna adjust its angle. There you go. Now we got a straight wrench. That'll cool it off. There you go. A wrench worked, Marge.
Good job.
You'd think on a big truck like this, there'd be more room right there, but there's just not a lot of room for that one with that dipstick in the way. You know, sometimes you just got a dipstick in the way.
Yeah, good point.
Is this gonna be a certified ripper,
Oh yeah, 100%.
you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Get this transmission going and she's gonna be good to go, you think?
Yeah.
We had no problems with the engine, so hopefully this will be all we have to fix. That one took forever. All the other ones were fast. Finally got that bolt out of there. We got a transmission jack, but it's for the lift. Alright, right there, stop. That hurt my hand. Goes against the front. It was really stuck. Everything's just rusted up, stuck bolts. It's been out before. This has got a bumper bolt in it, actually. Made to go in a square hole and lock in, and there ain't no square hole, so somebody's burned the transmission out of her before.
Oh.
There you go. Well, I had it held there, and then it completely jammed up. So I'm gonna cut out with a torch. The old blue wrench. Saw it drop there when I did that. So I've only got one bolt there. I got these upper bolts out of this side. I'm gonna drop the crossbar down. Unfortunately, the top two bolts of this side are much harder to get to, and all my metal lines are in the way, so I'm gonna try to take them loose from the frame.
You ready?
Yep. Slipped off.
Oh, this hurts. Oh, crazy.
Trying to hold the lines out of your way. This is spinning. Have no way to grab the top of it. It's a smooth bumper bolt. That should be enough. I didn't see it drop though.
Something on fire on the other side of that. You see that fire, Josh?
Yeah.
Somebody
Stomp
stomp,
it out or something.
stomp that out, please.
Got a little fire over there, that's all. Nothing to worry about. I think you missed it every time. Use that pry bar or something. There you go. You're good now. Let's see if this will pop out of here now. There you go. It's just like hits me right in the face with rust every time I do anything. We probably lost 10 pounds of dirt and rust though.
Guaranteed.
There's nothing holding it in, I don't think. Except that bolt I always forget, right?
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's out. I didn't expect it to all fall out at once like that.
That is a huge transfer case.
It is a massive transfer case, yes. Let's start working our way down slowly.
3.
Whoa, cool.
That's mine.
Yeah, stop.
Oh, wow.
Get our front drive shaft out. It's loose now. I think we're loose from the engine, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. This time on a countdown. 3.
No, we're not just dropping it.
No, I know, but so we're in sync.
We're hung up here on the emergency brake cable, so I'm gonna take it loose. Okay, that shouldn't be in your way anymore. Slowly, Ralph.
Where we're going?
Keep going down, keep going down. You keep it stay there, Wall.
I'll try to. Dad.
Okay, mine's off the jack. Alright,
On the shifter thing.
it's hitting.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else hanging up, do you?
No. Well, I think you're good.
Alright, go down with yours some. Okay, we'll try to go down with mine at the same time.
I need to keep going.
Sure.
Wow, that
Sounds nice. Leaking fluid. Okay, mine is not coming down. What's?
It's on the exhaust.
I think the kick down lever is still attached.
I think it's on the exhaust. Yeah, you're about to drop off. There you go.
You're all the way down, aren't you? Okay. I think that's as far down as we can get. You pull your way. There you go. Okay.
That's a beast.
Yeah, I would say the transfer case weighs more than the transmission. It's funny how easy something like this will slide on the floor, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What do you see, Wall?
A donut.
Exactly. Guys, look how much junk is on it. Look like where I pulled the dipstick out.
That's insane.
How much gunk and junk
Wow.
is on there. There's your full drive shifter. So I believe this thing is full-time full drive. It didn't show any other option on the shifter, but 4 high, 4 low. Here's your torque converter. So my plan for this is for Ellie to inspect it. And after she gets done, we got to rebuild this transmission. And I'd like to put a stall torque converter in it while we got it apart. You might as well. Probably a shift kit as well. Hopefully our transfer case is good. We need to do some testing on that, I guess. That should be okay. Good thing. I don't think she's as smooth as she used to be. Why is there 2 levers? Will you have to go sideways or something? That is really loosey-goosey on there too. I don't know about that. It's definitely engaged in full drive right now, whatever it is. Ralphie says it's low lock, low, neutral, high, and high lock.
That's what it says, yeah.
So what's the difference between lock and not lock, you think?
Lincoln Locker.
You're right. Please let us know in the comments if you know the specifics of this transfer case and how it all works. I would love to know all that. I'll have to do some research as well. We got to get some parts going for the transmission, get this thing going. I mean, it looks too good not to be going, right?
Exactly.
I mean, she's a jewel. Because it would be awesome. I've always watched like those four-wheel drive competitions. I used to subscribe to like Peterson's Off-Road and stuff like that. I've always been interested in off-road stuff. I used to have one of those Ram Chargers or whatever from the 70s with a 360 in it, four-wheel drive, full-time, a couple different Samurais and stuff, but
Jeep Cherokee.
we did have a Jeep Cherokee as well, that's true. So
Stackable.
I've never had anything this serious, so I'd like to make something we could really go trail riding in and have some fun with.
Unstoppable.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. So we got to figure out if we're going to have somebody rebuild this or if I want to try to tackle this myself. It's not electronic, so we might try to rebuild it ourselves. I mean, one big disadvantage is we don't have like a hot tank like they have to put the case in and really clean it good. So we'd have to spend some time cleaning it for sure. I'm a little bit worried about the transfer case because she doesn't appear to be shifting, but maybe she'll loosen up once we get that shifter off and oil it up or something. All right, we got to push her outside and see if the brakes work. Will she roll? Oh, yeah. All right. Hit the brakes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a roller and a stopper now. All right. It looked good out there in the snow. The worst foot in history.
I like how high it sits up.
It sits up super high now. It's not even lifted. I really do like the front ends on these trucks. Yeah. I am a fan of that, but man, that just looks sweet.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna look for sure.
Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see us do. My plan right now would be to take this bed off completely, flatbed the truck, maybe even cut the frame and short bed it with a flatbed. Get all new body panels for the front, like cab corners, rockers, doors, fenders, hood, the whole deal. Stall converter, that's what I'm thinking. I like it has the rack in the back for the pew-pews. That's a nice touch too. Put a cow hood on there maybe or something. Crazy how much that changes the look of this truck. It looks so much better now. You love the snow? Here, you want some more? There's all kinds of it. It's free. So you don't want that stuff. Exactly. Here you go. Well, guys, I hope you like this video. Resurrecting the old K15. Finally ponied up and opened the envelope up and work on her.
Ponied up?
Yeah. I'm really excited about it, though. We have some nice four-wheeling places around where we live. Some off-road parks and stuff that are known nationwide.
It's true. It's on your side.
So maybe we can go there. Maybe go to old Papaw's farm or something like that. Are you going to hit you with it?
No.
Ice cold this time, guys. Ice cold. I may lose a toe after this, guys. Toes are absolutely froze right now.
They're red.
Walking in the snow in flip-flops, not the funnest thing I've ever done. Come on. Ow, you got me. Here, that hurt. Future videos, Model T maybe, Galaxy wagon maybe, a Conline maybe. At some point I need to try to figure out the white Fairmont wagon runs or not.
What?
The V8 car.
Oh, yeah.
You can check out our website at thesleeperdue.com. Check out our second channel at
Sleeperdude 2.
Our third channel,
Sleeperdude Alarm.
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Sleeperdude 88.
Big thank you to Factor for helping us out and sponsoring this video. It really does make all this possible. There's a lot of videos we do that do not even make enough money to cover the parts. So very nice to have a sponsor. It actually does make it possible. Also, thank you to all you guys that like, comment, subscribe, members, super thanks, all that stuff really helps out. We'd just be making home videos if it wasn't for you guys. I think it's like 10 out of 10 on the casing selection.
Oh yeah, it looks real good.
Yeah, you guys like 9? 9 from Squeeze.
That's amazing right there.
That's a miracle.
I'm gonna have to start looking up some parts and seeing what we can do for our next video with this one. We don't want to let it sit forever. It looks too good to do that.
That's right.
Let's go see the animals before it gets dark.
Woo! Oh. I will get you.
Mom's out. Just a bit outside.
First offering, just a bit outside.
Oh, looks like somebody's been out here driving in circles in the snow. Who would do that stuff?
I can't feel my fingertips.
I can't feel my toes. Look at them. They're all held up in the barn. They're all following one trail to come out here. Look at the footprints in the snow from the chickens next door. They come and stay over here a lot.
March feeds them.
Yeah, March feeds everybody around here. There you go. We gotta save a couple for Rocky, you know. It's too cold for all this. Granny's the only one with a coat on. Here she comes. Here, Maple. We won't come out. Yeah, I definitely eat that snow. 100%, guys.
Slushy?
Didn't miss a drop. You are so fluffy in this cold weather. Solid ice, guys, I'm telling you. Solid ice. Hey, Rocky Jr. They're so poofy. Come on, Rocky.
You see our path?
Yeah, they got a path too over here. They only go one way. Man, Rocky Jr. got a treat today.
Yeah.
George, you could come over here and be social. Darn introverted goats. Y'all just tongues everywhere.
And remember, Jesus saves. And Dodgers from over 7 miles. Woo!
If you stay this long, comment the word goat.